By the way, I've had about 17 comebacks, apparently. I keep wondering about the word comeback because I didn't go anywhere. As a matter of fact, I live about 45 minutes away.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're unraveling the fascinating world of Johnny Depp, his legendary lifestyle, mind-blowing earnings, and the latest headlines that have everyone talking. If you're ready for an inside look at one of Hollywood's most iconic stars, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out. Let's dive in. When you think of Johnny Depp, it's hard not to picture him in his iconic roles, Captain Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, or the eccentric Willy Wonka. But outside of the big screen, Johnny's life is just as fascinating, especially when it comes to his hobbies and how he spends his hard-earned cash. And let's just say, the man doesn't do anything halfway. First up, Depp is a serious art collector. This isn't your typical, buy a couple of nice paintings for the living room kind of situation. No, Johnny has invested millions in artwork from some of the most renowned artists like Jean-Michel Basquiat and Banksy. His collection isn't just about money, it reflects his appreciation for creativity and rebellion, a vibe that definitely matches his own personality. And then, there's music. For Johnny, it's not just a pastime, it's a passion. He's an accomplished guitarist and has played alongside some of the biggest names in rock, like Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, in their supergroup Hollywood Vampires. He doesn't just collect guitars either. He owns rare and vintage ones, some of which could be museum pieces. It's not unusual to see Depp lose himself in a jam session, either on stage or in his private studio. Johnny's generosity is another way he channels his interests. He's known for being incredibly giving, especially when it comes to causes close to his heart. He's donated millions to children's hospitals and often makes surprise visits in full Captain Jack Sparrow costume, bringing joy to kids who could really use some magic in their lives. It's not just a show for him. He genuinely cares. Let's not forget his fascination with books and literature. Johnny's a huge reader and even has a collection of first editions from legendary authors like Jack Kerouac and Ernest Hemingway. For someone who's played so many vivid, imaginative characters, it's no surprise he loves diving into the worlds created by great writers. Finally, we can't skip his flair for the dramatic when it comes to personal style. Depp has an iconic fashion sense that includes custom designer pieces, countless scarves, and of course those signature rings. And let's not forget his unique jewelry collection. Some of those pieces have stories as wild as his movies. At the end of the day, Johnny Depp's hobbies and spending habits are just an extension of his larger-than-life personality. Whether it's music, art, or giving back to those in need, he pours his passion into everything he does. And honestly, would you expect anything less from Captain Jack himself? Johnny Depp's hobbies and interests are a window into his creative and passionate soul, but his personal life? That's a whole story of its own. Just like his career, Johnny's relationships and personal life have been filled with drama, love, heartbreak, and plenty of headlines. Let's dive in and see what shaped the man behind the roles. Johnny's love life has always been a hot topic. Over the years, he's been linked to several high-profile relationships. One of his most famous romances was with supermodel Kate Moss in the 1990s. They were the it couple of the decade, rock and roll vibes, wild nights, and plenty of tabloid coverage. Although their relationship didn't last, it's one that people still talk about, as it cemented Johnny's status as a Hollywood heartthrob. Then came Vanessa Paradis, a French singer and actress who became a huge part of Johnny's life. They met in 1998, and it wasn't long before the two fell in love. They never married, but they were together for 14 years and have 2 children, Lily Rose and Jack. Johnny has often spoken about how much Vanessa influenced him, grounding him in ways he hadn't experienced before. Though they eventually split in 2012, the two have remained respectful of each other, and their bond through their children is strong. Of course, we can't talk about Johnny's personal life without mentioning his highly publicized marriage to actress Amber Heard. The couple tied the knot in 2015, But their relationship quickly turned tumultuous, leading to a very public divorce in 2017. What followed was a messy legal battle, filled with accusations from both sides, lawsuits, and courtrooms that kept their names in the headlines for years. The controversy has undeniably left a mark on Johnny's career and personal life. But through it all, he's maintained his resilience, supported by his fans and those closest to him. Beyond romantic relationships, Johnny's personal life has always been deeply tied to his love for his kids. He's described fatherhood as one of the most important things in his life, and his daughter, Lily Rose Depp, has followed in his footsteps, becoming a successful actress and model. Johnny is known for being a fiercely protective dad, and despite the chaos of his public life, his kids remain his anchor. But Johnny's personal life isn't just about relationships. It's also about his inner struggles. He's openly talked about his battles with substance abuse and how he's worked through some dark chapters. It's no secret that his life hasn't been all glamour, but his ability to face those challenges head-on says a lot about his character. Johnny Depp's relationships and personal life have been just as colorful and complex as the roles he's played on screen. From great loves to public feuds, from fatherhood to personal growth, his journey reminds us that even the biggest stars have their share of ups and downs. And in true Johnny fashion, he's weathered it all with a unique mix of vulnerability and strength. So, what's next for Johnny? Well, like his career, his personal story is far from over. And you've probably heard that Johnny has been linked to Russian model and entrepreneur Yulia Vlasova lately. But how serious are they? You've probably heard the buzz about Johnny's new relationship with Russian model and entrepreneur Yulia Vlasova. At 28 years old, Yulia is 33 years his junior, but that hasn't stopped the two from making waves in the media. Their story began back in 2021, reportedly at the Karlovy Vary International Film Festival in Prague, and since then, things have been evolving behind the scenes. Yulia recently gave fans a rare peek into their relationship through her Instagram, where she opened up about their future plans. And by plans, we're talking big ones, marriage and even children. According to her, the couple is already planning their wedding, and Yulia has expressed her desire to start a family with Johnny. It's a surprising yet heartwarming development for fans who have followed Johnny's journey through love, loss, and reinvention. While Johnny himself has yet to comment publicly on the relationship, it's not hard to imagine why Yulia has captivated his heart. Known for her beauty, brains, and entrepreneurial spirit, she seems to complement his creative and unconventional nature. Fans have also noticed that Yulia brings a calm and grounded presence to Johnny's otherwise chaotic world, a world that's been anything but quiet in recent years. If these plans do come to fruition, it could mark a brand new chapter for Johnny. Becoming a father again at this stage in his life would no doubt be a profound experience, especially since he's always described fatherhood as one of the greatest joys of his life. His two children with Vanessa Paradis, Lily Rose and Jack, have grown into talented and independent young adults. So the idea of Johnny raising another little one might just bring everything full circle for him. Of course, when it comes to Johnny Depp, nothing is ever simple. His relationships have always been a blend of passion and public scrutiny, and this one is no exception. But through it all, Johnny has remained true to himself, weathering the ups and downs with a mix of resilience and that unmistakable Depp charm. So, is this love story heading for wedding bells and baby bliss? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, Johnny Depp's personal life continues to be as intriguing and unpredictable as his career. And for fans of the actor, this new chapter feels like a fresh start, filled with hope, love, and maybe even a little happily ever after. Johnny Depp's relationships and personal life are endlessly fascinating, but there's another side of him that's just as impressive: his ability to rake in the big bucks. From box office hits to lucrative brand deals, Johnny has spent decades as one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors. So how does he make his money? And how much has he made along the way? Let's break it down. Johnny's career really skyrocketed in the 1990s, but it was his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean that turned him into a true money-making machine. The franchise became a global phenomenon, and Johnny's unique portrayal of the rum-loving, swashbuckling pirate didn't just win him critical acclaim, it also earned him some jaw-dropping paychecks. Reportedly, Johnny made over $300 million from the Pirates films alone. That's not just treasure, it's an entire chest of gold. But his film work isn't the only way he's been cashing in. Johnny has also made a fortune from brand partnerships, most notably his long-running deal with Dior. He's been the face of Dior Sauvage, a wildly successful fragrance line, for years. Despite controversies in his personal life, Dior stuck by Johnny and their loyalty paid off. The campaign has reportedly brought in millions for both Depp and the brand, with Johnny earning an estimated $20 million just for his latest renewal. And let's not forget his lesser-known but impressive behind-the-scenes ventures. Johnny has dipped into producing films through his company, Infinitum Nihil, which allows him to work on passion projects while keeping a chunk of the profits. With such an extensive career, you might be wondering, how much is Johnny Depp worth? While exact numbers can vary depending on sources, his total earnings over the years are estimated to be in the ballpark of $650 million. However, maintaining that fortune hasn't always been smooth sailing. Legal battles, lawsuits, and extravagant spending habits, like buying a private island, a fleet of luxury cars, and even a French village, have reportedly taken a significant chunk out of his wealth. Some estimates now place his net worth closer to $150 million, though that's still a fortune by any standard. Johnny Depp's ability to earn and spend money is the stuff of legend, but what's even more fascinating is how he's invested it. And by invested, I mean in some of the most unique and jaw-dropping real estate you could imagine. From private islands to quirky villages, Johnny's property portfolio is a reflection of his larger-than-life personality. Let's take a closer look at where Captain Jack Sparrow hangs his hat. First, let's talk about the crown jewel of his collection, his private island in the Bahamas. Johnny owns his own island, called Little Hall's Pond Cay, which spans over 45 acres of tropical paradise. The island features crystal-clear water, sandy beaches, and eco-friendly solar-powered homes. And true to his generous spirit, he's said to have named some of the island's beaches after his children and close friends. It's the ultimate escape, and honestly, who wouldn't want their own slice of heaven like that? Closer to the mainland, Johnny once owned a stunning French village in the Provence region of France. And when I say village, I mean it. This wasn't just a house. It came with multiple stone-built cottages, a private restaurant, a chapel, and even a town square. Johnny poured millions into restoring the property, giving it his signature artistic flair. It was the perfect retreat for him and his family during his years with Vanessa Paradis. While he eventually put the property up for sale, it remains one of the most unique real estate ventures by any celebrity. But Johnny's real estate empire doesn't stop there. Back in the States, he owns multiple penthouses in the iconic Eastern Columbia building in downtown Los Angeles. This Art Deco masterpiece fits Johnny's style perfectly, and at one point, he owned 5 separate units in the building, connected to create his own luxury living space. While he sold some of them during his legal battles, the penthouses showcased his love for architecture and design. Let's not forget his sprawling 41-acre ranch in Kentucky, which Johnny purchased as a nod to his roots. He was born in Owensboro, Kentucky, after all. The property includes a 7-bedroom house, barns, and plenty of land. It's a quieter retreat compared to his more extravagant properties, but still holds sentimental value. Johnny's real estate portfolio is a perfect reflection of who he is: creative, eccentric, and unafraid to dream big. And as Johnny moves into a new chapter of his life, who knows where he'll settle next? With a new relationship and exciting future plans on the horizon, his real estate story may soon include a new family home. Wherever he decides to hang his hat next, you can bet it'll be just as unique as the man himself. Johnny Depp's love for luxury and individuality doesn't stop at his incredible real estate portfolio. It extends to his remarkable car collection. Just like his on-screen roles, Johnny's vehicles are a mix of bold statements and timeless classics, reflecting his unique personality. One of the most iconic cars in his collection is his 1959 Corvette, a sleek vintage beauty gifted to him by the director of The Rum Diary. It's the perfect match for Johnny's old-school charm. He's also a fan of muscle cars, with a Dodge Challenger SRT-8 in his fleet, a car that roars with raw power and rebellion, perfectly capturing Johnny's edgy side. But Johnny isn't just about muscle and grit. He also appreciates refinement. His Rolls-Royce Wraith is the epitome of sophistication, while his Range Rover offers a mix of luxury and practicality. Both are fitting for a man who moves effortlessly between extravagance and grounded elegance. And of course, Johnny's collection wouldn't be complete without motorcycles. Known for his love of the open road, he owns several bikes, including a Harley-Davidson, which he famously rode in the movie Cry Baby. For Johnny, motorcycles are more than just vehicles. They represent freedom and adventure. His collection even includes unique pieces like a replica of the Black Pearl ship from Pirates of the Caribbean, showing his flair for the unexpected. Johnny's car collection, much like the man himself, is a blend of daring, stylish, and unconventional choices. Whether it's roaring down the road in a muscle car or cruising on a vintage motorcycle, Johnny knows how to turn heads wherever he goes, and he always gets there in style. Johnny Depp has always been a figure of intrigue, and as of 2025, he continues to captivate us with his dynamic pursuits. So, what's Johnny up to these days? Let's dive into his current lifestyle, touching on his recent work, personal life, and how he remains a relevant force in the entertainment world. After a long hiatus from the director's chair, Johnny has made a notable comeback with Modi, 3 Days on the Wing of Madness. This biopic delves into the life of Italian painter Amedeo Modigliani, set against the backdrop of 1916 Paris. The film boasts a stellar cast, including Riccardo Scamarcio as Modigliani and Al Pacino as art collector Maurice Gagnat. The trailer offers a glimpse into the tumultuous world of the artist, highlighting Johnny's keen eye for storytelling. On a more personal note, Johnny recently paid tribute to his late friend, legendary guitarist Jeff Beck. He shared a heartfelt video touring an exhibition of Beck's instruments, reminiscing about their time together and celebrating Beck's profound influence on music. This gesture underscores Johnny's deep appreciation for the arts and the meaningful relationships he's cultivated over the years. Looking ahead, Johnny shows no signs of slowing down. He's set to star in 2 upcoming films, marking his continued presence in Hollywood. While details about these projects are still under wraps, fans eagerly anticipate his return to the big screen. Despite the ebbs and flows of his career, Johnny remains a significant figure in the entertainment industry. His willingness to explore diverse roles, coupled with his ventures into directing and music, showcases his multifaceted talent. By embracing new challenges and honoring past connections, Johnny continues to reinvent himself, ensuring his place in the cultural zeitgeist of 2025. In essence, Johnny Depp's 2025 lifestyle is a blend of creative endeavors, personal reflections, and a steadfast commitment to his craft. Whether behind the camera, on stage, or honoring the legacy of friends, he remains a compelling figure, ever evolving and always intriguing. What surprised you most about Johnny Depp's incredible story? Was it his career, personal life, or creative projects? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, check out the others on your screen now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.